Yeah, so we were thinking about an intro. We could put CDs on our heads and start grappling. We could talk another fear of water, but we've done that twice.
Yeah, breaking up the party and leaving other people behind. But
Both done that.
Yeah.
Onward!
To the plot! I don't know where it is. Somebody please direct me to the plot.
The writers don't either. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 52 of Digimon Ghost Game, Mysterious Lake. If you watch any of our episodes, we go very in-depth into these episodes. If you're averse to spoilers, you may wish to leave and come back at a later time. So, let's dive right into the lake with episode 52, which starts with...
Same opening narration that we've had since episode 2.
And we've harped on that long enough. Okay, every episode, but just, have to remind everybody. So, we start with the formula. Hello, random man. Looking around with his flashlight around a lake.
In some big wading boots.
Yeah. Late at night. Seems to be looking for something that's out there.
And mist rolls in. Again, very common.
Yes, mist fog, whatever.
We hear voices calling to him saying, Stay away. Go back. Don't come any closer.
And he seems to be like, oh, what's that? He doesn't listen to the voices. He does exactly the opposite. And so, as he moves further in, we see these green pair of hands come out, grab him, and pull him under the lake.
Yep.
And we briefly see him pulled down, and his phone is just sitting there in the shallows. And it shows the picture where...
It took where the arms come out of the water.
Yeah, so I believe they're first a silhouette. Here we actually see they're green. Okay. Goodbye. We will never see you again.
Yeah.
So...
We're not quite sure what happens to you.
Make of that what you will.
Yes.
We will never see this man again as we move forward. So, we move on to our heroes, who are not just hanging out in the dorm room, or they're actually here.
In this area, at the hotel, for lack of a better term.
I guess.
I don't think it's really a hotel, because the Jessicas don't know Japanese culture real well, what this place is really called. If you know, please leave a comment comment down below. We'd love to know.
Yes.
In fact, leave comments, all kinds of comments. Tell us what you like about these videos, what you don't want, what you want to see us do, what you want to see us do less of.
Yes. Feedback is encouraged. But they begin talking about that there are legends of the Kappa here. I know all of you people over from Twitch know Kappa is not that face. Kappa is a monster.
Japanese demon of some sort.
Demon. And they're talking about how they will cause you to sumo wrestle eternally on the lake, and are known to steal your obscure word here, soul.
Yes.
Basically. They have some other term for it.
Yeah. And the owner of this place is saying that ever since the rumors of the Kappa have spread, they've gotten more business. But not as good as the factory that was built last year. Because that really isn't revitalized the area.
Revitalized the town, yeah.
I'm sure this will not be important.
No, not at all. And Jellymon immediately goes to ask Kyo about where is his soul, and he says it's scientifically impossible, and...
Have it stolen or something.
They have just a really weird interaction here. I don't understand. I don't think the writers know what they're quite doing with this pair anymore, because they've changed. I have no idea.
But anyway, really being released in a big hurry to go and investigate, and Hiro kind of says, no, we should probably...
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's kind of late already. We don't really know the area.
So it's dangerous to go out at night with all these rumors and everything.
So we'll wait and go in the morning. And really just in there with a big pouting face.
And yeah, she does not look convinced at all of any of this. So soon after we find her.
Having not grown at all.
Yep. Out on a bridge with Angoramon and Espimon, who of course is here.
He accomplished really nothing again. Yeah.
Well, you never know. Fake hero could be out here, right?
Yeah,
I guess.
Real hero. You're looking for a real hero, right?
Oh yeah, real hero. Yes. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, so we're still going.
Still going with that logic, huh? Okay.
When is this going to pay off? It's Ghost Game, it won't. But
and Angoramon, I'm thinking Angoramon, okay, agreed to this, but at least told somebody. But then he goes, gee, I think we should have told somebody?
Yep. Teamwork.
It's episode 52!
Teamwork, ladies and gentlemen.
This would be stupid in episode 15! But at least it would be a growing point. This is episode 52!
Wow, Tamers, you had really good teamwork.
They head to the lake. And since they haven't split up the party enough, really decides we need to split up the party even more.
And Angoramon, that looks weird over there on the lake. Espimon, that patch of grass over there looks weird. Why don't you go investigate? And while they start looking, we quickly look back, and the guys are just hanging out in the...
Well, they walk up to Jellymon, who's pouting.
Yeah,
and they're saying, "What's wrong, Jellymon?" "Oh, Ruli stood me up."
Ruli ditched me.
And then he realized, gee, did she do something stupid?
Yeah.
We should go down to the lake. So
Yep.
I'm not sure why they bothered to do all this.
Yeah.
Just to pad runtime.
Well, to make sure that she was totally alone, so that, gee, as she is alone on the edge of the lake, what happens? The mist starts rolling in. The voices tell her to stay away.
She doesn't.
And so she starts getting grabbed and calls out for Angoramon, but he's so far away. And we see her scratching
At
and
the beach,
scrabbling at the beach, but it's sand. There's nothing to get a hold of. And so she gets pulled under. And shortly after, we see Angoramon sees these scratch marks.
He'd used the force or heard screams, or either way.
Yeah, again, that's been consistent. They've been able to
Angoramon
sense.
used the force, and Ruli's in trouble's been
Very
consistent. Yeah.
And so he dives into the water after her.
Doesn't find her.
And we get looks of wet Angoramon, which
it's pretty funny.
Looks kind of funny. He looks a lot like Simba, really, because Simba's just less fluff, and that's what this is.
A little taller, a little less fluff, a little more,
but pretty much
angular. Yeah, definitely similarity.
Yeah. And so they find.
At this point, the others arrive.
Yeah, they find Angoramon.
I think Ruli's been taken underwater.
Yeah, and they're like, oh. And that's about it for there.
Well, they look out into the lake and they see two heads pop up.
Oh yes, with the little lamps, discs on their head. They can see, and seaweed on their head pretty much look. Again, if you watch the previews, you've seen this.
Yeah,
you know this Digimon enough. It's not the first time it showed up.
Yeah. But we cut back to Ruli, who's getting thrown onto one of the small islands by, we'll see it is, it's Guapamon.
And what grabbed her was...
And this one coughs a lot.
Yes, as we get a good look at it. And she's like, "Oh, you're a Digimon?" Yeah? What else would you think it is at this point?
50 times! Because you were in the first 2 episodes. It's been a Digimon!
Yeah.
Why does this surprise you?
And she's quickly pulled away from where she was put on shore and pushed into a cave and says, "Be quiet if you want to live."
Yes.
And a rock is rolled almost entirely over the entrance. Just a small little sliver. And a light is in there.
There's a light and there's a light.
Because it is nighttime, so a light is in there so she can see. She's able to just see just a tiny little bit out into the campsite that there is. And there's 3 of them, the Wapamon, and another figure there.
Yeah, that they call Boss.
And he seems real twisted.
Yeah.
He's talking about, he must drink the blood.
Yeah, where's the hillman? Bring it out to me. I want to eat it right now. And they're like, no, boss, we're preparing it for you. We don't prepare it. You get a tummy ache or something. And you get some really dark language here.
Yeah, drinking blood raw and twisting the head off while it's still alive. And I think there's even more, but it just, whoa.
Oh, I mean, this is dark. It's like, well, it's the horror season. Okay, we got a nice dark horror villain here.
Yeah.
We'll get back to this later.
And so...
But eventually they convince him to leave for a while.
Yeah. And Ruli does seem kind of scared. But given what this thing is saying, and she's alone, I don't blame her too badly.
So she calls out for Angoramon. The Digivice rips a hole...
No. That just happened once. Never going to happen again.
No, it's not. But anyway, they roll the rock back out and they grab her and she freaks out and tells her to let her go.
No, I don't want to be eaten.
She's like, really? Obviously they're trying to protect you.
Yeah. And that's our commercial break. Really felt like nothing happened before the commercial.
Nothing happens in our episode, really.
No, but it's just like, well, okay. So
anyway, we then cut back to the beach where others are, and Ruli, actually we cut back to Ruli being thrown on the beach.
Yep.
And Angoramon comes and picks her up. And then we get another flashback another out of order scene where after
everyone
arrives at the beach, and they saw the Guapamon pop up, they say, "Hang here, we'll bring her back to you."
Yeah.
So again, why is this out of order? The season's done this several times.
Why is it out of order? So was it Boss that initially grabs her, I guess?
I think so. I believe this is what it is.
Yeah, that's the only way this makes sense.
But how they got away from him.
Yeah.
Without him just eating her immediately.
Yeah.
Because she's the main character. He has plot armor.
Yeah.
But regardless, so Angoramon picks her up, takes her back in, and the Guapamon picks her up. Look! dummies! We tell you, don't come here!
Tell everybody!
Keep the humans out here! This is bad!
Promise, okay? And they leave.
And they swim away.
So we cut back into the hotel. Ruli's in a towel or blanket, you know.
Probably had a warm bath, probably warming her all up.
Yeah. And being her fairly stubborn self, she's not like, let's listen to them.
Yeah.
No! They were being abused by that boss character. We have to go back. We have to figure out what's going on. We have to save them.
And this fits Ruli.
Yeah. I mean, their planning takes a lot to be desired for, but they're at least, willing to go out and do it.
And we cut back to the Guapamon, and she is right.
Yeah. We see Boss throwing one of them down. How could you let her get away? You should have posted a watch. How did this happen? And as he's throwing her around and doing everything, we see a necklace that he's wearing. One of the beads cracks and gives off this little purple dust. Huh. That's got to be something, huh?
Yeah, of course it does. Then we cut back to the group, and they head back down the lake, and there's people. Well, actually, when the bead cracks, this guy really flips out.
His voice changes. It gets real growly.
And he's no longer willing to stay on the island. He starts taking off towards
the
land, saying, I'm going to eat humans. So we cut back to the
morning.
Then we cut back to the group, and they go down to the beach again. And there's people all over the place.
There's maybe a dozen at least. There's all of their phones out, like
trying to get pictures of the cap. I get it.
Yep, yeah. I mean, humans are stupid. Yeah.
Because apparently they haven't told anybody to stay away. Don't bother telling anybody here it's dangerous.
No.
And then the mist comes in, and they do nothing.
So, one guy's like, oh, look, here it comes, and gets a little too close. And so the boss's arms come out, grab him, and start dragging him underwater.
Now they finally get the idea to put on digital field. I hope that guy can swim.
Yeah. Because he got pulled down real far, real quick. So.
Otherwise, he drowned.
Yeah.
Because they're too stupid to turn on digital field.
I mean, they were fairly quick to do it, but yeah.
As soon as the mist comes, there's no excuse not to have that on.
That's true. And so the boss is confused and swims up to the surface and starts looking around like, what is this? This isn't the lake. Oh, is this the divine realm that I was exiled from?
Huh. This is interesting. We'll never get back to it.
If there is more lore about it, thank you, future Rordrik. Cool, thank you. But yeah, I assume it's something, but it doesn't come up in the episode. So
now, despite the entire group and Espimon being here, we decided to try to fight this thing of just Simba and Angoramon.
Yep, in a new rocky domain, because that's what her sim card created. I mean, the lake's still there. It's not like it dried up the lake or anything. So okay. And gee, it does not go well for Simba and Angoramon.
He's beaten so bad he's forced to de-Digivolve.
Yeah, and 2 attacks flat, if that. I mean, it does not last long at all.
Well, this is supposed to mean you're down and out, right?
Mm-hmm. So, seeing that Simba was defeated, we instantly get a warp Digivolve after to get Kenna Weissmon again. Well, Kenna Weissmon beats everything,
Yeah.
We've seen, no problem. So he goes charging in after him, and he uses his staff.
Hammer on one side and kind of a not really sickle hook.
Yeah.
Not really hook either.
It's just a crescent, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's something to go around, hook underneath the chin. That's designed for Rordrik.
And that's exactly what he does here. Grabs him around the neck and throws him into the water and goes down after him. And Angoramon tells us the obvious of, oh no!
He is in the water.
Yeah. And we have learned by now that this is Xiaojinmon, as I know him from the English.
I'm going to call him Boss, because...
Yeah, it is...
Something based on Japanese lore is a little more of a mouthful for me, so I'm just going to call it Boss.
Okay. Yeah. And so we've at least learned who it is. They really don't tell us much of anything, because it's Jellymon that tells us that this is Xiaojinmon. Not Angoramon, for once.
I guess he's still busy being KO'd.
Yeah. But yeah, so Kano's thrown in the water, and it looks really bad for him. But meanwhile...
But the Guapamon come up and say they want to talk to him, and so they ignore Kano Weissmon and the boss completely. They
just let this happen while they're like, please save our boss. What?
Yeah, he's really a nice guy.
He was abusing you. What are you...
No, he used to be really good, but the beads on his necklace cracked, and that made him the way he is.
Hi, horror season. How are you doing? He's not evil. He's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
That never bothers us at all. Nope. So yeah. So we got another one of those. And
But while they're doing this, Luke usually gets shots underwater, and Ken Weissman is actually having a really hard time here.
Yeah. He doesn't really seem to be able to land a hit on him at all. And to this episode's credit, the fight is at least fairly drawn out.
Yes.
And not a bad fight. This some of it doesn't make as much sense because
during this time, the Guapamon tell us that this started to happen about the time we were picking cucumbers, and that's when we built that big factory.
I wonder if that has something related.
Yes.
Of course not.
No. But at this point, actually, the Digivice on Hero starts beeping again with the warning red lights. So apparently, even with the new dim cards, Ultimate still have a pretty short time limit.
Yeah, with the upgrade to the Digivice and everything. Yeah.
What was the point?
It unlocked Warp Digivolving.
So you can skip Champion, yay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not nothing, don't get me wrong, but 52. Episode 52.
Yeah. Yeah, you need something a lot more than that. You need megas at this point. And so
anyway, he throws Ken Weissman onto the ground, out of the water onto the ground, and he digivolves back to he digivolves, shrinks back to Gamamon.
Which, if the timer ran out, he should have gone to Champion. But because he warped Digivolved, I guess he now goes back to Rookie? Because the timer made him go back to Champion before.
Yes.
I'm thinking about this way too much.
You're thinking about harder than the writers.
Because they clearly didn't think of that, I bet.
Well, at this point, the Guapamon side, these people suck. Let's take the handers in our own hand and try to stop the boss. It doesn't go well.
And so, boss, don't you recognize me? You know who I am. And he's just growling. And I'm pretty sure this is when another bead cracks. And I will eat all the humans. I will... all of this. And Ruli, of all people, is like, no, don't hurt them. I'll protect you. Which, I mean, usually more just kind of like a hero thing. I mean, Ruli's brave.
Yeah,
so
it's not horrendously out of character.
So he looks at her and like,
fine, I'll start with you, or something along those lines. And then the KO'd Angoramon jumps out of the way and Warp Digivolves and gets in the way.
Which, we actually have different opinions of this. Feel free to talk about this below. The Digivice upgraded. Does that mean everyone can Warp Digivolve?
Yes,
Or
obviously.
this was supposed to be the trigger that unlocked his Warp Digivolve?
What was the moment to unlock Keno's then?
No, Gamamon more triggered it again, and he's done that before. I can still fight. I'm gonna go kaboom! Maybe. I thought it was, but let us know what you think.
Yes. Again, we like comments.
Down below.
So we get Lamormon, who gets thrown in the water fairly quickly too. Jellymon watches.
Yes, she has done nothing this entire episode but pout. She has done nothing. And jellyfish, aquatic. I know she's electric, but aquatic.
Yeah, she is the aquatic. She should be the one the most helpful here.
Yeah.
Kano, who's pretty tough, was not able to do this.
Yeah.
But she just watches Lamormon get dragged to the water and does nothing.
And Lamormon can hold his own.
He's having trouble at the beginning, but then he says, I'll protect Ruli, and he's just fine and can fight just as well underwater.
Yeah.
I don't know why. After being knocked around a few times back into a wall, eventually he says, I will protect Ruli. And he kind of uppercuts him out of the water, up into the air.
And unlocks a new move because Ruli gets the stream and calls it out. But
yeah.
What's it called? Blah, blah, blah.
It's called something.
Yeah.
He calls out his knives, uses his X pattern. Again, really boring for an ultimate.
Yeah.
He is a very underwhelming Digimon.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything cool to do.
So despite this, really, I mean, through his body, he just breaks his staff, doesn't hurt him all that much. He falls down to the ground. And from here he kind of like growls and like does a dive at him. We're going to get interesting here. He's a berserk Digimon. He's going to kill somebody even though they might not want it. No, he dives down there and puts his knife.
Ruli shouts his name. Lamormon!
Doesn't even say stop or
go
back. Just says his name.
And he stops inches.
Yeah, just to show he could. So we don't even get anything interesting like that.
Nope.
Because it's Ghost Game. You can't have nice things.
And so we get a little more of the explanation, not that it makes much sense.
Well, actually, first we have to cut scenes and, hey, there's Tennismon!
Oh, yeah. Oh, so now you decide to help after the battle's done?
Yep. And her healing, poison-curing fixes beads and necklaces now.
Yes, and as Angoramon's explaining, apparently part of Xiaojinmon is he stores his own inner monster within these beads to keep it from getting out of control. Again, this is something you could have really told us and built off of and done something far more clever to beat this guy instead of just beat him up. If you are going to go the not really evil route, you need to do something with it, because you just beat him down anyway. It's not like it actually changed anything, because this season doesn't kill anybody anyway. It's not like they would. So yeah, but she can fix beads, and
here's the coughing of the Aquapamon.
Yeah.
And Boss says, "I'm sorry for my behavior.
I'll go out into the mountains now,
far away from humans, so he will not bother them or harm them anymore.
So this won't happen again." And of course, they're just okay. Bye.
I see ya. Yep. I fully believe you.
Yep. And you definitely didn't need anybody, right? See, guy from the first scene where
yeah, he could have been saved by Aquapamon, or he could not have.
Yeah. We don't know.
Because I don't think he was with the crowd again later. Pretty sure he's not.
And the guy that got dragged down before they turned the field on, did he make it
That's
out?
Did he swim up? Did someone dive it after him? Don't know.
Yeah. And so we cut back a bit later. Looks like they're back in their city.
Their normal place.
Normal place, one of the
cafes, yeah.
Whatever. And just sitting around. And, gee, Kyo's like, I had one of my friends look into that.
There's some testing of the water.
Oh, yeah, testing of the water. And there was some chemical in there that, is unhealthy. And I was like, oh no, I was in the water. Well, short.
It was like, yeah, it's a small amount. And short-term exposure is not a problem. But if you had it for a long time, bad things could happen. Mystery's bad. We shall live in caves.
Yes. Technology bad. Evil. But of course, the company seems to say they promise it won't happen again. They fixed it.
Well, I'm just curious. When they were harvesting the cucumbers, did the Guapamon damage the pipe or something?
Yeah. Did they cause this? Are they harvesting sea cucumbers? Is that what they kill cucumbers? But I don't think those are in lakes. I don't.
But probably just industry bad. That's probably what we're going for here.
Yep. And
as we ended an Angoramon poem kind of thing.
And as we're kind of wrapping up, Hiro just leans back, looks up, and says, "This world isn't made for Digimon."
But Hiro will do nothing about it.
He won't do anything about it. You're supposed to be the bridge, according to the professor. He claimed
he claimed he'd be that after the amusement park episode.
Yeah, that would actually, make it so that it was. You don't know what you're doing.
You have no clue. No.
The characters don't. The writers don't. The director that told them to go in this direction. Just what are we doing? Because this is the end of the episode. 52 out of usually 54. Yeah. What is happening?
Nothing.
Nothing is happening. Right. And just it's Ghost Game. This episode is Ghost Game in a nutshell.
No, yeah, I will forget it completely within a year.
Yeah, nothing happens that will be interesting. Like I said, even if the only thing I could possibly think of is he unlocked Warp Digivolving, if that even is a thing. And so we look at the next episode, which would be, the penultimate episode?
Yep.
Penultimate. Penultimate, okay. It's a cool word. Use it more.
I suppose this episode is the anti-penultimate.
Ooh, yes. Second to the last episode of the season, normally.
Hopefully.
And it's called The King of Knowledge. And ghost narrator again. We don't get the other voice, whatever that was during the last one. And it's about visiting shrines and, getting fortune, paying your respects, It's all well and good, but don't get caught up in it all or enthralled by the gods.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Devas again?
Could be them.
Are you trying to be gods again?
I'm thinking the King of Knowledge might be Wisemon.
Nah, that would make too much sense. Vetamon with a giant brain.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. I mean, it shows some, gems or almost crystal-looking things. I don't think it's Quartzmon or anything. He was not very smart in Cross Wars, so... yeah, this is one that does not show the Digimon,
really.
So...
But it basically shows Kyoshiro being possessed by something.
Yeah, you'll forget all your friends, your family, and everything. It's really bad.
And it's kind of neat to see Kyoshiro with this kind of look on his face. You don't see it too often. Kind of a sure annoyed face look.
And so, yeah, another episode that probably looks like it won't mean much. I mean, surprise me, please.
Yeah, prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
We've been begging you to.
I want you to prove me wrong, but I've been asking you to prove me wrong for 50 episodes. Well, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more Digimon content from us, and remember to click here if you want to see more Digimon content
Since
from
we're
us.
starting to run low on this season, what else would you like to see us review next?
Yeah. You want us to review more Digimon, more something else? Let us know. See you next time. Bye-bye.